Well, according to YouTube, I am live. So yesterday we had a good live stream, and you know I love to live stream because I like to interact with all my Palmy friends out there in Palmland. So yeah, if you're around, pop in and say hi. I had a really busy day at work and I had a killer sore back after doing a lot of digging. We're putting in a playground for tots. So hey, nice. You schedule? Yes, I do a lot of live streams, Benjamin. A lot of live streams. I did one last night too. So good to see you in there. So yeah, I had a really sore back. So hey, Jane, aloha. Good to see you in there, hon. Always good to see Jane in there from my favorite place in the world in the Central Pacific, Hawaii. I love Oahu. I love Maui. I've never been to any of the other islands. Hello, Benjamin from Quebec. A beautiful day here on our island in the North Pacific. We had about 10 degrees Celsius. That's a shade temp, by the way. When I say the temperature, it's the shade temperature. The high temperature is taken in the shade, okay? So high temperature in the shade was 10 degrees, around 10 degrees Celsius. And the current temperature right now is 0.5 degrees Celsius. It's 5:43 p.m. here, Pacific time. And Jane is in Central Pacific time, so it is 3:40 p.m. where Jane is in Paradise in the Central Pacific. And Benjamin, it is 8:43 where Benjamin is in Quebec. So Benjamin Central Time, and I'm Pacific Time, and Jane is Central Pacific Time. I plan a tricolor. I plan for a Becca tricolor. What is a Becca tricolor? I want to know. Have you heard of Highland tamarind? Tamarind. Oh, I love tamarind. I like the fruit. I like eating the fruit. It's kind of almost like in a bean pod. I don't think that'll grow here though, Jane. Do you? What do you think about tamarind? Do you think it actually would survive here on Salt Spring Island? What do you think about that? I don't know. I thought it was kind of a tropical fruit, tamarind. I really like it though. It's interesting. Yes, it's a tree. Oh, it's a tree. I don't know. I'm not too quite sure of that tree, Benjamin. Becca tricolor. I don't know if I've even heard of that before. Becca tricolor. I don't know. Is it in my book? Is it in my Western Garden Encyclopedia? Everything's in Western. It's not actually a tamarind. Oh, it's not a tamarind. Oh, okay. What is it, Jane? Give me the dirt. You are a knowledgeable lady, and I know you can tell me what it is and tell me how hardy it is. Would it grow on Salt Spring Island? That's the thing. Becca tricolor. Let's see. I don't know if it's in here, Benjamin. Becca tricolor. Mm, I don't see it. I do not see Becca tricolor in here. What is that plant? A Becca tricolor. I mean, I'm pretty good with plants, but I don't know every plant. It's an acacia from Reunion Island. Oh, okay. And Highland tamarind. So is it a pretty hardy acacia then? I mean, I've tried Acacia parvissima here, and it bit it in a bad winter. I've tried Acacia Baeliana, and they lasted a few years. They bit it, but the ones in town lasted 10 years, right beside the ocean. And there's a melanoxylon in town too, Acacia melanoxylon, and that one's still going strong. I mean, they cut it back once, but it's still a pretty nice tree, and it gets flowers on it. It gets these kind of like, I think they're white, they're kind of puffy flowers. There's a lot of acacia that grow along the sides of the roads in Maui. Kiss the babies in there, blast off from Pennsylvania. Hope you're having a good day there today. It's it's a beautiful day here today. It's like a spring. That's what it's like. It's like a spring day in Ireland here on Salt Spring Island. I was really busy at work today. Got lots done. Doing a lot of digging. A lot of digging. I don't know if it's hardy, but it grows in the cool, misty highlands. Jane says, okay, tamarind. It's a type of acacia. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I mean, you got to remember. I mean, it's rare that we ever go below 20, Jane. But the thing is, we are subject to good freezes, bad freezes every so often, and it may get down to near 20 in a bad freeze, but the daytime temperatures might not get too much above 32 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's really hard on some plants, right? Especially those really marginal ones. I say those really bad freezes weed out the wimpy plants, and the strongest plants survive. And trial and error. I've lost a lot of plants over the years in my years of growing exotic plants, and I've only grown exotic plants. Acacia heterophylla. Is that right? Acacia heterophylla. I will definitely have to. Oh, you know what? In my book here, I wonder if it's in here. Let's see. It might be in the Western Garden Encyclopedia, Jane. Let's just have a little look-see-poo here. There's lots of acacia species. I think there's probably about 700 or 800 different types of acacia, right? Jane, correct me if I'm wrong. Acacia. Acacia heterophylla. Is it in this one? It's not going to show everyone in here. No, it doesn't. It has melanoxylon, though. There's a lot of acacias in this book, but it doesn't have heterophylla. So you know what? I could easily find that, Jane, on the internet. I mean, I could easily Google acacia heterophylla. The name heterophylla. That's interesting. I wonder if it's a nice acacia. Does it look nice? Does it look like does it have nice ferny leaves like a Baileyiana? It's almost the same as acacia koa. Oh, cool. Well, you know what? When I go to Hawaii, and hopefully I'll be back there later this year on Maui. We're going to be on Maui. Sorry, Jane, I can't visit this time. We're going to be back on Maui, but one time we're thinking I'm going back to Waikiki. So when I do go back to Waikiki, I will visit you, Jane, and I could shoot a YouTube video. You could show me something to shoot a YouTube video there. I've got a lot of YouTube videos of Waikiki. I've shot tons of videos on Oahu, but maybe we could go to Coco Crater or something. I've never been to I don't think I've been to Coco Crater. Many years ago. I don't really remember it that well. Like I've gone to Foster's Gardens a few times. I've been to Lion Arboretum a lot of times. Waimea Falls, but Coco Crater, I know where it is, but I don't know if I've actually even been there. So, but I know there's a Brahia armata and a Jubea growing there. So I'd like to see the gardens in Coco Crater and shoot a video of that. I think that would be pretty cool. So could do that. And Wendy loves plants too. Wendy is a plant nut. My gal is a plant nut. She just goes crazy when we go to Hawaii because she just loves all the tropical plants and palm trees and all the good stuff that grows in Hawaii. Acacia koa seeds got dispersed to Reunion Island, but is that right, eh? Reunion Island's pretty remote then. It's in the South Pacific, isn't it? Is that where Reunion Island is, South Pacific? Is it near Rarotonga? Would it be near the what's the name of the islands? Rarotonga is on, what's the name of those islands down there, Jane? Where Rarotonga is, not Christmas Island. Help me, my mind's a blank. Where is Rarotonga? What island is that on again? Rarotonga is a town, isn't it? Or is it the islands? I have a shirt that says Rarotonga on it. God, I know. I have to figure out where Rarotonga is again. Let me just see. Here, I'm going to show you something. Rarotonga. So I tell you, I'm not BSing you. Beach Moko. Rarotonga. Rarotonga. So where's Rarotonga? Reunion Island in the Indian Ocean. Okay. Somebody help me, guys. Rarotonga is in the South Pacific. I know it's about 6 hours due south of the Hawaiian Islands. Highland tamarind evolved from koa. Is that right, eh? Interesting. So is it a big tree then? Does it grow pretty big? Or does it stay, is it like a medium-sized tree, or is it like, does it grow like 30, 40 feet tall? Does it have thorns on it or anything? I've never heard of that one before. Acacia heterophylla. Huh. And like I say, there's so many different species of acacia trees. It's crazy. There's some, and I mean, there are some hardier ones, but melanoxylon seems to work here. El Delbada, it's a big tree. Yeah, okay, Jane. Delbada is a good one too. I know of one, and it maybe still be growing in Seattle, and it's been there for probably 30 years. It's growing up against a building, and it was a Delbada, and it gets flowers on it every year, right? Really nice looking tree. Long-term Zone 9 tree. Yeah, the Cook Islands. Thanks, Blastoff. Thank you, the Cook Islands. My mind was a total blank. Right, so the shirt I have from the Cook Islands, I worked for a big nursery on Salt Spring many moons ago, and they went down to Rarotonga, and they brought me back that shirt, and it says Beach Moko on it. So Cook Islands, and I believe it's about 6 hours south of Hawaiian Islands. No thorns, but straighter phyllodes. Oh, is that right, eh? Okay, so the leaves are different. Then a little bit slightly different than the koa. Koa is beautiful wood. It is a really nice wood, and it's a hardwood. And you know, there's some stores in Hawaii that sell just all koa wood stuff. You can go in there and you can buy koa wood pens. You can buy koa wood watches. You can buy koa wood ukuleles. There's koa. Wendy's got a koa wood. Wendy's got a koa wood ukulele, and well, there's so many things made out of koa wood. It's just absolutely an amazing wood. I love it, and I wish we could grow it here. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could get some high elevation koa seeds sometime when I'm in Hawaii, and maybe they'd work here. I don't know. I'm guessing they're going to be short term here, though, on Salt Spring Island. I mean, we are in Canada. We are not anywhere near the tropics. I wish our island was another 1,000 miles out into the ocean. Lag. No, shouldn't be any lag here. It's going good. When I have a lag, it shows. It'll actually show right on my screen. So it looks like it's going really good here. It looks like it's going smooth. Highland wood is high quality. Is that right? A tamarind is high quality. So it's a very expensive exotic wood, probably like buying teak or something like that, right? How about monkey pod wood? You know what monkey pod is? I got a friend that carves that stuff on Maui. He carves some beautiful statues out of monkey pod wood. He gets like this big block trunk of a monkey pod tree and he carves it from that. Koa seedlings are tender. Yes, to frost, right? So it looks like we're going to get some cooler weather coming up at the end of the month, Jane. So I'm seeing some temperatures down in the upper 20s, 30, 29, 30, 31, something like that. So we got some cool weather coming. Just a friendly reminder that we are in Canada. I know about the messy monkey pod. Oh, they are messy, huh? Do you know kukui nut? You know kukui nut tree, eh? Where are we? Let's just see. Where are my kukui nuts? Where are my kukui nuts? I don't see them in here. Oh, that's so weird. I had kukui nuts in here, and I do not see them. That is really the strangest thing. I'm looking for them. I'm going to ask Wendy. Hey, Wendy, have you seen my kukui nut bracelets? Okay. Oh, in your bedroom. Oh, okay. Okay. I think Wendy has them in the bedroom because I used to have them in here. But kukui nuts are pretty cool trees too. Plant your koa when it's as tall as you. Well, I'm just about 6 feet tall, so we'll have to plant it when it gets big if I ever get one. So hopefully I do get a koa wood tree one day. They're introduced on canoes. Oh, is that right? Cool. They're a pretty neat tree. Where we stay on Maui, there's a big kukui nut tree. When we got married, we had kukui nut bracelets on. They usually polish the nuts. They look really cool. It actually makes really nice jewelry. So we had kukui nut bracelets on when we got married on Maui. And when I got married on Oahu the first time around, many moons ago in the middle of the 1980s, mid 1980s, we had leis. Well, we both wore leis. We wore leis on Maui as well. But second time around, we did the kukui nut thing. They're really neat. Really neat nuts when they're polished up. And I know some people use them for necklaces as well. So they came in from canoes. Wow. So they must have come from Tahiti or something, I bet, eh? I mean, didn't the first voyagers come from Tahiti back in the day? Like, wasn't it like 1,000 years ago or something? They came to Hawaii. Canoe from Tahiti. Koa hate being pot. Oh, do they? You know what? You know what, Jane? That is the same thing as eucalyptus. Eucalyptus trees do not like to be root bound. And I tell people that and I emphasize it. When you're buying a eucalyptus tree, it's better to buy a small one and plant it small. Do not buy a big root bound specimen. It is not good to buy a big root bound specimen eucalyptus trees. You can do that with a palm tree, but a palm tree is not a real tree, right? It doesn't have the secondary xylem. It is different than a eucalyptus tree. So eucalyptus trees, plant them small and they get a better established root system than a root bound bigger plant that usually ends up blowing over in the wind. So, yeah, that's the way to do it. So koa would be probably, like you say, exactly the same thing. There's actually a nursery on the other side of the LOI Canal near the golf course. How did the occasional survive? It survived. It did actually survive 2008. It never got quite as cold out there, I don't think, but the Baileyanna died and the acacia melanoxylon survived. Ours didn't. We don't have acacia melanoxylon at our house. That's growing. The acacia melanoxylon is growing right in town, right beside the ocean. Hey, Palms USA, good to see you in there. Paul, Mr. Paul in Langley, how you doing, Paul? Good to see you in there. Was it damaged in 2008? You know, I vaguely remember. I'm just trying to think if it was. damage. I can tell you one thing: the big acacia, the big eucalyptus growing in town, did not have damage on it. And I'm thinking the Camarops palms are okay there. Just I'm trying to think. The Sable Rosii was not damaged. I'm going to say no, it probably didn't have damage because it did not get below 20 degrees Fahrenheit there at where that's growing. It's like, I mean, it is growing right literally beside the Pacific Ocean. It's so regulated there, it just does not get the extreme. So daytime temperatures were probably at around just above freezing, and nighttime temperatures were getting over 20s, as where I hit down to 18 degrees that year. It's a little milder there than here. So, Jane, I don't think it was damaged. And if it was very minute. Wow, Joe, already 25. Yeah, they're going up, eh? Palms USA, going up. Like I said, there's too many people in lockdown, buddy, and everybody's watching Banana JSSI. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Which island are you on? Palms USA. Yeah, Jane's on Oahu. She's in Kapahulu. I love Kapahulu. Kapahulu's awesome. I think I got to start wearing Hawaiian shirts when I do my live streams. He gets lots of subscribers yet. Not a lot of views. Yeah, doesn't matter to me. Even subscribers or views. This channel's got, I don't know how many views this channel's got. I think it's got about 15 million, something like that. Not a lot. I don't think it's a lot. Wood boring views. Some of my videos do have a lot of views. Like I have some with I think my most viewed one on this one is the coconut palm, and that's probably getting closer to 4 million. I bet you it's 3,600,000. Some dude climbing a coconut palm on Oahu, which is crazy. Wood boring beetles may attack koa. Oh, that's not good. But I don't know if they'd attack them here on Salt Spring Island. I don't think so. Huh. Interesting. Well, there are wood-boring bugs that attack our native trees, I can tell you that, especially sick trees. It's usually the bugs attack the sick trees. And you know what also attacks them is woodpeckers. We've got a lot of woodpeckers here, pileated ones, right? So, yeah. Anyway, good to see you guys in there. And yeah, I think the reason the subscribers are going up a lot is because there are a lot of people in lockdown. And in Ireland's in lockdown. A lot of my views come from Europe. I can look in my analytics. A lot of them come from Europe, and a lot of them come from back in the U.S. But I know Quebec's in lockdown. Ontario, I think, is in lockdown. Ireland's in lockdown, and England's in lockdown. So those people are probably watching more YouTube. That's what I'm thinking. Let's just see. Wait with Dreamy Eyes is in there. Awesome. Good to see you in there. Palm trees rule. Paul, you're awesome. Yes, they do. Koa is short-lived tree in shallow soil. Is that right? I don't know how long eucalyptus trees live. I'm going to guess some eucalyptus trees must live a couple of 100 years, right? I don't know. I never really looked into it, but I know they grow really, really fast. Redwoods grow fast too, and they live a really long time. So Koa is short-lived. That's a drag when you have such a nice-looking tree and it's short-lived, kind of like Albizia julibrisn. You know Albizia? They don't live very long either, I don't think. Ceanothus, there's Ceanothus trees here too. They're not super big, but they don't live very long. 25 years. The evil South American palm weevils introduced into Tijuana, Mexico. Wow. Really? Oh, that is so bad, man. We don't have that here. We don't have any palm weevils here. Hey, white with dreamy eyes. My friend Dave is in there because I can see your eyeball thumbnail. I like that thumbnail. Good to see you guys in there. Good to see all of you guys in there. And I appreciate you guys coming in. Short-lived, but they hate shallow soil. It's not short-lived, but they hate shallow soil. Well, the soil here, Jane, is extremely rocky. So where there is soil, it's a thin membrane. And we have some solid, but we also have lots of sandstone and shale. Salt Spring Island is actually sitting on a crystal bed. There's a lot of good energy on Salt Spring Island. Our island is actually on crystal, if you didn't know that, eh? So there's a lot of crystal down deep too, and a lot of the beaches you'll find crystal here. So just want to give you that little piece of information. Salt Spring Island is on a crystal bed. But there's also, where we live on the north end, a lot of Haslam soil, sandstone, and shale. So like I say, nice big flat chunks of sandstone come out when I pick a hole to plant a little plant is a chore. Digging holes here is not that fun. Trust me, it's all rock. Where I used to live on the mainland south of Vancouver, I was hoping to find a rock when I would dig. It would be rare to find a rock when I dug in the soil. It was such such good soil where I used to live. We had 5.1 acres of beautiful soil, forest loam. We had forest. We had a small pasture, but the rest of it was pretty much forest with trails in it. And the soil was just absolutely beautiful soil. And that's one thing I miss about my last location is the good soil. Here, the soil sucks. It is not that good. There's good soil down in the ravine, but the problem is down in the ravine, there's horsetail, and you don't want to bring that up into the garden. Palms USA, they are spreading further and further north. They went 15 miles. Oh, no way. That means eventually they will make it up to Brookings, Oregon. That is really scary, man. That would just be awful. Oh, what a terrible pest, eh? Palm weevil. I've had seeds with bugs come out of them before. I've had them sent from South Carolina, and there was something inside some of the seeds that actually ate their way out, and it actually ate through the plastic baggie. There were weevils. They were like a weevil. It's a beetle with a snout. That's what a weevil is, and it actually chewed through the baggie. There was a bunch of them there, so I incinerated them. That was a bad batch of seeds I got from South Carolina. That was probably about maybe 8 years ago, and I could not believe what I saw. I had it up in the cupboards in the kitchen, and I looked and checked it one day, and there was bugs eating their way through the bag, chewing their way through the plastic bag. So, wait, hey, how are things in BC? Things are good here today. I'll tell you that. It was like a spring day here. It was just absolutely beautiful. I was letting my back rest. I had a really sore back. I did a lot of really hard work today, a lot of digging. So we're putting in a playground at work at one of the at the Rainbow Pool, aquatic pool on the grounds for the tots. So it's warm today, not a year ago today. So it was probably, I bet you it was probably near freezing or above freezing where you are, Dave. I bet you were above freezing today. It was nice here today. It was just a beautiful day. The frogs are making lots of noise out there. I like that sound of the frogs. Joe absolutely loved your sunrise video. Oh, cool. I'm glad you like them. I got a lot of them. I bet you I have 100 or more sunrise videos, Palms USA, between my two channels, at least. I used to shoot a lot of sunrise. Well, I still shoot sunrise videos. The one I was driving through town early in the morning, you could see the red sky over the ocean. 6C. You know what? I'm going to have to send you some palm trees there, Dave. 6C is balmy and palmy. Quickly, hey, there are you. Oh, cool. That's nice, Dave. That is really good temperatures. I know we're supposed to cool down at the end of the week here. I see, no, not the end of the week, the end of the month. So stay tuned for some videos of some frost on the palm trees. If it gets as cold as they say, I see -2 one night. -6 at the airport, but they're my part of probably. That's okay. Still 1C is not too bad. And Benjamin is north of Montreal, 5A, 5B. And White with Dreamy Eyes is in the Great White North, 1C, not too bad. You know what? It's pretty mild. So it's a lot milder this year than last year. Really, we have not had any winter. We had that little bout of snow. When was it? The 20th or something of December. That was our winter so far, but it didn't last long. It's 7.5 here, Palms USA. 7.5 C. It's 6:05 p.m. Pacific time, and yeah, it was a good day for working outside. I was actually kind of overheating out there, and I was working in the shade. The sun was all around us, but I was working in the shade of a building. So awesome. I've never been to Montreal before. I have to go check out the rest of Canada one day, and yes, I have to see more states when things open up. When they open up the borders. By the way, -46 is minus. When it's that cold, Dave, it's pretty much the same, isn't it? -46C. Oh, dude, what do you wear in that? What type of clothes do you wear to go outside in that weather? Like me today, I just wear my Stanfield. You know what I wear? I just wear a Stanfield sweater. That's it, and I'm good to go. And I was overheating today, but -46. I think you'd have to wear a parka. And if you have a wind with that, it makes it feel colder. Although the air temperature is still going to be -46, but it's going to feel like probably 50 or 60, probably -60. Man, Wendy made an amazing pizza. I just had this amazing pizza that Wendy made, and it was just loaded with everything. It's like, and yeah, I'm very comfortable here right now. I have the same sweater for a long. Oh, Stanfields are awesome. Short sleeves and shorts. Cool. A lot of people wearing short sleeves and shorts here too. Do you see the video I shot of the girl yesterday with a rat? Short sleeves. John, plus 21. Nice. 21 year. You gotta like that, Jane. I think the Phoenix Palms might be more cold already than. Yes, that is true. It is true. Okay, so Jane, okay, in Brookings, Oregon, there's a town north of Brookings called Gold Beach. Lots of palm trees there, and they survived 13.5 degrees Fahrenheit in 1990. Defoliated, but they came back to big ones. I just checked minus 50.8. Oh man, Dave, that's cold. You're hardcore Canadian. Hardiest of the bunch right there. You should visit South Carolina. Palms USA visited for. Yeah, I'd like to visit South Carolina. South Carolina would be awesome. It's very similar to Hawaii. Pines. Yeah. Yeah, there are pines. If you go in the interior of BC, like Oliver and Kamloops and stuff, hey. Oh, are you in Tofino, Scotty? Oh, how's it over there? You should check out my friend's garden, Scotty. He's you know where the Shelter restaurant is? So you go up that road past the Shelter restaurant, and he's right. You can't miss his place. It is awesome. It's full of palm trees. He's got a big date palm in his front yard. You'd like it. That's my buddy Brian's place. Check out the surf shop too. You know the Cordy lines. You see the surfboard, the yellow surfboard when you come in. They got one or two of my tikis in front of their place. And Big Daddy's Fish Fry has one of my tikis in front of their place too. The fish and chips place. It's right under the counter, the front outside. You'll see it when you're there. You made it through. You're still here to talk about it, Dave. I'm pretty hard. 32. We got minus 40. Wow. Big waves, 12 degrees. Wow, that's awesome. Oh man, I'd love to be in Tofino. I'm going to be there for my birthday. I don't think you're growing any tropicals there. No. Yeah, you check them out. So where the Shelter restaurant is, Scotty, you just go up that road, and he's right behind it, basically on the right hand side. You'll see. Oh God, you'll see his place. You won't miss it. He's got big boutillas in his backyard too. Oh, I'm glad you like the live stream. I like the live streams because I can interact with you guys, and I do talk to people at work and stuff like that, but not the way I talk to you guys. This is way better. This is way more fun. Way more fun. Yeah, I like live streams. It's just a lot of it's free entertainment too, right? We're all having a good time chit-chatting with each other. So I love 4 seasons. Yeah, and we like to say 2 seasons here, and once in a while with occasional snowfall. Hey, so what do you think of my video of the rat? Do you see that video I shot of the rat? That girl Ashley. So she comes out of the bathroom with this rat on her, right? And I says, perfect opportunity for a YouTube video. I'm always liking to shooting YouTube videos of different things. And I asked her, and she says, yeah, go for it. So I shot the video of that crazy looking rat. What do you think about that? A Sphinx rat with no fur on it. I said, you got to knit it a sweater or something. That thing must be cold. So she's going to get another one of those rats. Crazy, huh? A rat, a pet rat. Who would ever thought? A scary rat. Yeah, it's pretty wild looking, isn't it? The naked rat. Yeah, wasn't that wild? Yeah, it was random. Like I said, so my channel is all to do with palm trees and exotic plants, but there's a lot of random stuff on here too. And every so often, I will break up the monotony of the palms and exotica with a random video. I just kind of like to throw you guys off once in a while. It's like, what? Why is that in there? It's because that's just the way I am, because I do like random things. So that was random. And I could have put it on Jungle Joe C, but everything over there is random anyway. So I wanted to just throw it in here. Ben, we have 4 and do you have 4 rats? Really? Do you actually have 4 rats? Are they like, what type of rats are they? Like, so they're like the lab rats, the white ones. Rats are actually pretty smart. I don't like the ones that go into my motorcycle garage. I know you. Oh, it gets really warm up where Dave is. They get really warm summers up there because he's in from the ocean, right? So it probably gets hotter up there than it does here, up in Prince George. Although if you get inland from the ocean on Salt Spring too, it gets a lot warmer. Like I say, I'm right close to the ocean here, so it's a little cooler here in the summertime where I am. But it's still warm enough. It's very put it this way, you don't feel cold and you don't feel overheated. It's rare that you feel overheated. BC is infested with rats. Oh God, is that right? I do not like rats. Palms USA. Have you tried Livingstone, Australia? I have some in the baggie right now, some seeds, Livingstone, Australia, because it is quite hardy. And I'll tell you what, Jane, Livingstone chinensis can grow here in sheltered areas. Weather is just weather. Anyway, I couldn't care less if people make. That's right. It doesn't matter to me either. I'll just make a video of it. White with dreamy eyes. Hey, that would make a good video. If people complain about your weather, make a video of it. Hit the like button, everybody. Palms USA with the wrench beside his name. Yeah, white with dreamy eyes. There you go. That's a good video. I mean, the weather here is actually quite boring. It is either raining or it's sunny. And it's very rare that we ever get lightning and thunder, extremely rare. And when we get hail, if we ever get hail, it's tiny little hail. But I'll go out and shoot a video of it because I think a hailstorm is exciting weather for me. I like some excitement in the weather. When we had that windstorm in 2018, that was absolutely amazing. I just love stuff like that. If we get snowfall, I'm going to be out there shooting a video of it with all the snowy palms and stuff. Because to me, as much as I don't like the snow, it's exciting to see that because it's something different, right? And just a friendly reminder that we do live in the Great White North, right, Dave? We live in the Great White North. Remember Doug and Bob McKenzie, the Great White North? You guys, I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember Bob and Doug McKenzie. Do you remember those guys? I think they were in SCT. Those guys, Dave would remember those guys, Bob and Doug McKenzie. Yeah, they were kind of funny, those guys, weren't they? And they always portrayed it as the Great White North. Greg, how are your olives doing? Georgia South of you here. Oh, yeah, no, olives are good. Well, you got to remember hey, Greg, there's a big olive farm on Salt Spring Island, the olive farm, and they have over 3,000 olive trees there. Great White in the north. Yes. Olive trees are doing good, Greg. No problem. We got a bunch of them in the garden. I grew some from seed, and I think 3 we bought. Yeah. Hey, man, Mac Attacks, and they're cool. Take off, you hoser. That was it. And they used to go, you remember that? I have the album. I actually have. You know what? I could find that for you. I have a lot of comedy. I have a lot of comedy records, right? And I'll find it one time, maybe next live stream, and I'll show you it. I bought it in 1981. I love that video. You like that one, eh, Mac Attack? Yeah, it was such a nice sunrise. I actually had to capture it as I was driving. I'm glad you liked it. The mountains in the distance, yeah, and you could see in the distance, you could see some of the other islands, I think, too, but the sun was just glowing. Sky was red. That song, and do you have the album too? That is cool. Right on. Yeah, I do have it in here with all my Cheech and Chong records. I got a lot of Cheech and Chong records, and wow. Anyway, I'll find it sometime, and maybe next live stream I'll show you what I'm talking about, you folks. And yeah, I have every Cheech and Chong album. I used to be a real big Cheech and Chong fan back in the 70s. So I remember when I turned 13, I got Sleeping Beauty. I had some Cheech and Chong records before that, the Lost Chinchinos. But when I turned 13, my friend gave me Sleeping Beauty, Cheech and Chong. I still have it. I love the flags, looking at different flag designs. Looked up the SS flag video of you came up. Do you have a Salt Spring? No, I don't have that. My friend designed that flag, Palms USA. No, we don't have. In front of our B&B, we have a Hawaiian flag, Kanaka Maoli flag, and the British Columbia flag. We used to have the old red ensign flag, but it kind of got ripped apart. You guys get probably more thunderstorms. Oh, did you get some big bamboo over there, Scotty? Oh, cool. I don't see a lot of bamboo over in Tofino. I see it, but not a lot of big ones. Wow. The Putia Capitata at the Royal Botanic Gardens. Are they big ones, Jane? I'd love to go see those. I'd love to go to the Royal Botanic Gardens in Sydney, Australia. Oh, that'd be awesome. There are some nice ones on our coast. They packed it in a cold winter. All the trackies are fine and everything else, but Victoria is a really good area for growing. I mean, even Salt Spring. I got that one too. It's got the big roll. I got it. I got that when it came out in the 70s. Oh my God, that was funny stuff. Cheech was from, oh, there we go, unstable connection. Oh, my connection just went off. Oh, connection went on. My connection just went off. Sorry, guys. I hope you don't lose me. Yeah, that was funny. That and their movies too. They're crazy. No Palms. Can you try Sable Meadow Shelter Spotting, Cape May? Give it a shot. Getting back to our hot day show, where some days get up and yeah, I know it gets hot up there. I don't need it that hot. I'm good with 25 is good for me. I don't like even working in 25. I would much prefer to work in 20 degrees Celsius. Yeah, Scotty Cheech is from New Westminster. He's actually Canadian. I think he lives in the States now, but yeah, Camel's in there. Awesome. Good to see you in there. I'm with you, Dave. White with dreamy eyes. I don't like working in the heat, man. I absolutely hate it. Mild summers. The summers here are okay. So she was from Weslaco, born and raised in southern Texas, just west of Brownsville. And I remember her first summer here when she immigrated to Canada. Never been out of Texas before. And my son moved down to Texas. He lived down there. He married her down there. And then he went through an immigration lawyer and he brought her up to Salt Spring Island. And I just remember her very first summer sitting on this sun deck. And we had a barbecue out there. And she says, man, you can't sit out in southern Texas and enjoy a barbecue like this without getting bitten by bugs. And the extreme heat is the worst with humidity. She says she found it so comfortable here. That's what she said. No bugs. And the temperature was you feel so nice, man. You actually feel really good. And I think Dave can attest to that. Dave has been here in the summertime, White with dreamy eyes. Why do I like Lytton? Lytton's a great place, man. Gets nice and toasty hot there too. And there's a river you can cool off in. And you know what? You're not working in it. If I'm not working in the heat, it's okay. Bring it on. When I'm working in it, I don't really like it. But if I'm not working in it, hey, I like heat. Are the Jubeas at the Washington Park Arboretum? Is there Jubeas in the Washington Park? I think they are. Washington State, Jane, that's Washington, D.C. I believe they are, Jane. Ouch, this Monday, the low will be -3, second coldest. -3 is not too bad, Camel. What's up, BJ? Oh, hey, there's Clyde. Okay, hello, Mackenzie. How's it going? Right on. How many kids do you have? I got 3 kids, but they're not here. They're all grown up and living on the Big Island. I got Samantha. My youngest son is Trevor. He's 20. My daughter's going to be 27. Samantha, we call her Sammy. And then Ryan, he's going to be 30. God, he's going to be 30 next month. That just goes to show you how old I am. So, Duck Killer Clyde, you're young. So I'm guessing your daughter is young too. Mackenzie's probably just a kid. I only have one, and she's a duck. Oh, awesome. You got to love to have a kid that knows how to hunt ducks, man. It's good that you teach your kids that. Right on. And hello, Betty. Good to see you in there. Nice to hi to you and hi to Mackenzie. 13, so she's just a kid. And she hunts ducks. Duck Killer Mackenzie. That's what we'll call you, Duck Killer Mackenzie. Learn from the best, your daddy-o. That Campbell, that's a freeze at the point, probably afraid to grow. They'll come back. Bananas will come back again. That's right. I don't work when I'm in Lytton. Yeah, exactly. When you're in Lytton and when you're on holidays, that's the thing. It doesn't matter. When I go to Maui, sitting on a hot day in the beach, I just go jump in the ocean. Sable Birmingham, I don't know if they're hard enough to grow in New York, but they definitely do work here. Barry had one that Cook Islands, the Cook Islands, Rarotonga. Yeah, I was just showing them my shirt earlier. Here's Scotty. They're Cook Islands, Beach Moco, Rarotonga. That's from Rarotonga right there. Pretty cool, eh? Beach Moco. Oh, the guy I used to work with got that for me years ago. So that's that'd be another nice place I'd like to see is Rarotonga. Rarotonga is the main island of the Cooks. I'd love to go see that place. I think it's a lot more laid back than Hawaii, right? Sam, we had snow in school. Oh, did you really? Wow. The urban heat island survive. Yeah, well, somebody's got to plant some up there and see if they survive, Benjamin. I'm just reading your comments here. So you had snow, Sam. Wow, hopefully it'll melt quickly. Birmingham are painfully slow. Yeah, there's a berry. I grew a bunch from seed. I got the seed from Macon, Georgia. And one of them actually flowered north of me, about 40 miles north of me. A friend of mine had one in his garden. It got big enough to flower. It's probably still there, never protected. Naturalization is hard when you live in a suburb. Yeah, true. I live in a very rural area here, so. And Scotty's going to be moving to Salt Springs soon. He bought a place near us, so he's going to be filling the same ravine up for palm seeds. I didn't hear you respond to my comment from the lag. Benjamin, urban heat island will help them survive. Yes. If Sable Minor, I don't know. Somebody's got to prove me wrong. Will Sable Birmingham grow in New York? Joe, do you have any info on? No. I don't. I mean, I've heard about stuff like that. Actually, you know what? I do. Sorry. Somebody gave me, I didn't quite read them all. Wendy was reading them over. This right here, this paperwork tells about it right here. I got this from somebody on Salt Spring Island right there. And that, I think, talks about what you're talking about. And whether it's true, I don't know. It sounds like a bunch of malarkey to me, but we'll just have to wait and see. So anyway, that's what that paper is talking about. I didn't actually read it all. I'm lazy to put glasses because I need reading glasses to read, right? Let's just see. How's the stream going so far? Can you guys see me okay? It's not lagging too badly, is it? Is Souk mild? Souk is very mild, extremely mild. Lots of palm trees in Souk. It's more like on the west coast. Go up around from Victoria, you'll get into Souk. Hello, everyone. Erie Palms is in there. What is the fastest sable variant? Ones that burn intense heat. I think they like, well, I think they all like heat, right? So they're all slow up here. My brother lived, oh, did he live in Souk? Cool. I like Souk. I used to truck out there when I worked at a place before years ago. I love Bone Island. Oh, Bone Island beer is good too. Yeah, you'd love to move. Gibson's is nice. Check out my palm tree videos on Gibson's. Benjamin, there's big palm trees in Gibson's. Big palm trees. Sable, Louisiana, best bet for your fast recovery. Yeah, because it can get cold. So what do you think, New Jersey Palms? Do you think there's Birmingham up there? Tessa Elliott. Hey again from Vancouver Island. It's Tessa. We chatted about fern trees. I couldn't remember if you said no, Tessa. They you got to go to Fraser's Thimble Farm. So you have to come over to Salt Spring Island. They're not going to deliver off to the Big Island. So make a point of coming to Salt Spring Island, but phone the nursery first and ask them their hours, right? And they have a lot of trees at Fraser's Thimble Farm. It's right near our place on the very north end of Salt Spring. And when you're on Salt Spring Island, come and check out our place, and I will show you what we grow here. I'll show you our tree fern. We got a big one in our garden. We have a lot of smaller ones too. But and before you get one or a tree fern and they get their first bad cold snap and it dies on them, okay? So if you're going to think about getting a tree fern, ask me how to look after it properly, because I've had mine in the ground. It's come at 27 years. The big one we've had 27 years. And I've had them in the 80s at my last place, and they froze out in the wintertime. So there's a certain way you have to look after tree ferns in a bad freeze, okay, if you want them to survive. So I will give you the dirt, Tessa, all right? And the name of the nursery is called Fraser's Thimble Farm Nursery on Salt Spring Island. And you just come down to Salt Spring, make a day of it, and check out the place, and go down to the nursery. Check it out in the spring, because you can come down and see the Saturday. Sables would grow faster in Florida. Yes, exactly, way faster in Florida. I think it'd probably go pretty good if they could survive the winter. Sherry Klein Island. Greetings from Fidalgo. Oh, cool. Fidalgo Island. Greetings, Sherry. Good to see you in there. Aren't Pinto Palms closer to coconuts? I'm not too sure. Yeah, I don't think they do delivery, Tessa. Fraser, they deliver with on Salt Spring Island, but I don't think they deliver off island. But you know what? You could always phone them and ask them, okay? You could always phone Fraser's Thimble Farms and ask them. They have a website. It's called Fraser's Thimble Farm Nursery on Salt Spring Island. Google it, and you'll see their website. New Jersey. I was a bit sad when they moved away from Souk. I like Souk. I think it's awesome. Good to see you in there, Sherry. Elmore Inner Harbor has a nice. Oh yeah, cool. Palm talk. Jane, how hardy is Acacia dolbata? Well, I can tell you what, Jane. The one growing in Seattle has been there about 30 years, and it's growing up against a building, and it's got a big trunk on it like that. And I've seen lots of pictures, even been featured in Hardy Palm International over the years. So I don't know if it's still there. Hopefully it still is. I bet you it's hardy to about 18 degrees Fahrenheit. There are a few miners, someone I know planted in a community. Well, I believe there are palms. I've seen palms growing in New York, that's for sure. We're having salad, lasagna. Oh, and bread for supper. Salad, lasagna. I'm coming over, man. I had pizza. Wendy made some good pizza. Really good pizza. Is Bowen Island? Yeah, Vancouver, but it's on an island, okay? It's close to Vancouver. And it's north of here. It's quite a ways north of here, our islands. Our islands are the most south in British Columbia, right? Southern Gulf Islands. But it's nice on Bowen Island. I've been there. I got videos of Bowen Island here. I shot some videos when I was there. Wendy's nephew had a place there, a couple places on Bowen Island, but it's expensive. It won't be cheap. The place or the beer? Probably the place. The beer is good. I like the beer. Tessa. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. So check it out. And like I say, if you have any questions, just message me. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. Right? You can find me on this Banana Joe. You just go Banana Joe, and you'll find me on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. And I only post things that people can't gossip about me with. So plant pics, weather, and maybe sometimes travel. That's about it. I wish Birmingham. Yeah, they're a slow grower here, Benjamin. Sable Birmingham. Ken Robust minus T. I would say never ever. To be honest with you, Jason, never ever minus 20C. Robusta. That's pretty cold. That's pretty cold. Sherry, your number. Cool deep. Who's cool deep? Basla. Sherry, your number. What's new? Dave, Birmingham. I've grown quickly enough. Planted wide legacy on my Birmingham. It is a collector's palm. Yeah, we have a couple of them. Sherry, didn't in time. Okay, take care, Sherry. Good one. Thanks for coming in here and saying hi. Is the stream a little delayed? How's the stream going, you guys? Can you see me okay? I mean, I can see your stuff okay. Is it lagging? Let me know if it's lagging. I want to know. It's not lagging here. It's not showing that it's lagging. It shows that everything's going smooth. Cold Deep is in there. Is Sable Louisiana type of Sable Minor? Yeah, it kind of is. Yeah, it's from Louisiana. We have some of those growing in here. Joe's answering the message a bit late. Am I really? Okay, so it is lagging, huh? Huh, interesting. But Marley's faster than mine are. I like Sable Louisiana. They're beautiful. They are a beautiful palm tree. Not lagging too bad, but your image quality. Is it low 8? Huh, son of a gun. I'm going to have to fix that somehow. I don't know how to do that. Somebody said I can change the resolution or something like that. Could Robusta survive the mild winters in Alberta? It could survive mild temperatures. Hello, Kuldeep. It could survive some mild temperatures there, but it will never survive the winter because there are tough times surviving a winter here on Salt Spring Island. Duck Killer Clyde, the people in my school are obsessed with TikTok. I don't really know what TikTok is. I'm not a computer guy. Okay, or Instagram. Yeah, it's Banana Joe. There's another Banana Joe out there apparently on Instagram. So Banana Joe Clementi. You'll see my profile pic. I think there's some bananas behind me, and look for that tattoo. See that tattoo right there? You'll see that tattoo right there on my arm. I'm the only guy that has that tattoo. So look for that, Tessa. Not lagging. Okay. And I'm on okay on Instagram is Banana Joe. Yes, is Banana Joe. But there's another Banana Joe in Germany. Can you believe that? There's another Banana Joe. He's a lot younger than me. And he grows palms too. Is Banana. Yes, and same with Twitter too. So check me out on there. And is your name the same as what it is here then, Tessa? Because I can look you up too. I'm the only guy that posts lots of palmy pics on there. Could Robusta survive a mild winter? I'm going to say no, it can't. Duck Killer Clyde, the people in my school are obsessed with TikTok. I'm just reading. Sorry, guys. I'm talking to myself. Kuldeep, sorry, sir. What is your aim? What is my aim? My aim is to please people with palm trees, Kuldeep. This is a palm tree forum, Kuldeep, and TikTok gives away. Yeah, I don't want that, Jane, so I'm not going to go into TikTok. Sandor, yes, greetings from Pancake Island. I'll never do TikTok. Yeah, Kuldeep, Kuldeep asks, what is my aim? You people out there, what is my aim? My aim. My aim is to grow palm trees and more palm trees and make more friends here on YouTube. And you guys are all my friends, and all you guys are friends now too. So Ball Deep, you are in the friends list here. You are part of the group. You know, we talk about palms. It's basically a plant group, okay? And plant groups are good groups. It's a happy thing. And sometimes we talk about travel, and we like to talk about food. Hey, Chus, how's it going? We talk about a whole bunch of stuff here. So I really don't have an aim. You know what? My aim is just here. That's if I have an aim, it's aim. It's talking about palm trees. Your aim is palms in the north. Thanks, Jane. You are so smart. Okay, I will. Okay, I will. So you can check mine out at. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. KAP IOTIS199. Okay. Okay. I'll check it out after I do my live stream because I actually brought my iPhone home. His aim is to grow coconuts permanently on Salt Spring Island. Sure it is. And Jane, yes, my aim is growing Baldeep. I grow palm trees in the North Pacific. That's what my aim is, to grow palm trees in Canada. We're on an island off the southwest coast of Canada, and we grow palm trees and exotic plants. Okay. So, sir, your country name, Canada. Kuldeep, I live in Canada. I live on an island off the west coast of Canada, and we grow palm trees and exotic plants here. Yes, thanks, Tessa. And I will check yours out for sure. So you can see, and on Twitter, I post a lot of palmy pics too. And I also have, well, I have YouTube. You've seen my YouTube channel. I also have another YouTube channel as well, Jungle Joe C, right? So you can see lots of palmy stuff on there as well. We would like to talk about TikTok. You want to talk about TikTok? I know nothing about TikTok. Home Depot doesn't really sell Fliff, right? Yeah, I've seen Robusta. You know what I saw, Jason? I saw at ours, I saw Foxtail, Rhodesia bifurcata. I saw Foxtail, Majesty, or not not Majesty. Was it Majesty? Sigris, Queen Palm. Sorry, Queen Palm. And they were sitting outside. They were big pots. They were like in probably 12 to 15 gallon pots, but I didn't get them. I'm not much into indoor plants, really. All of our stuff is outside. I did TikTok and put my back out. Oh no. My back was really sore today. I popped a few pills to make it feel better. Jason, Robusta is too tender for, yes, they are very tender. I've seen Robusta there too at Home Debit. Sir, you're coming in my country. Sir, you coming in my country, please. Kuldeep. No, I'm not. Where is your country, Kuldeep? I'm guessing you are, okay, with a name like Kuldeep, that's an interesting, I'm going to say you're in India. Maybe you're in Pakistan. Is that where you are, Kuldeep? Did I guess right? No, I'm not going anywhere right now because of what's going on in the world. I'm having a staycation right here on my island. Not sure where the nearest palm nursery is. The nearest palm nursery to me is about a 2-minute drive away to the north. I'll show you where it is. I'm going to show you how close I am to the nursery here. Betty wants to rub. Oh, yes. Well, you tell Betty to get over here right now. Gotta love that Betty. Okay, so you want to see something? The nursery is, I'm gonna point this out, folks. Okay, so I live up in here, right? I live right there. And the nursery, I'm right there, and the nursery's right there. That's how close I am. It's really literally a 2-minute drive. Yeah, okay, I was right. Yes, Betty, I have a sore back and I do need a back rub. And is that okay, Clyde? Betty can rub my back. I'll call her when I need sunscreen on my back. I thought it was funny one time. I came home and the top of my back was burnt from work because I had a tank top on. And Wendy says, why don't you get one of your guys at work to help rub suntan lotion on your back? I says, are you kidding me? I don't think so. I said, I'd rather burn. And I told the guys at work, right? If anyone in my class, TikTok, Benjamin, Kuldeep is in India. You know what, Kuldeep? There's palm trees in India. Kuldeep, we gotta keep contact with Kuldeep because he could probably get us some hardy Himalayan palm seeds. Betty wants to I like Duck Killer Clyde because he's got a good sense of humor. Where can you get filibuster in Alberta? Good question. I don't get jealous either, Clyde. I'm the same thing. You know what I mean? Like Wendy watches shows on TV and that guy's hot and this guy's hot. It's like, whatever makes you happy. You know what I mean? You're too jealous. I'm not. I don't get jealous. I camel who likes because I literally have zero. Camel who likes it because I literally have zero by trackies or pound because I don't feel like waiting 10 years. I know. So, well, the thing is, as you get older, you probably want to buy bigger palm trees because when like my age, you don't want to be starting with seedlings. I sell my palms. I have a palm nursery here. But when you're planting seedlings in the ground at my age, in 20 years, it's going to be a big tree, but I'm going to be I'll probably be dead in 20 years. Dead from old age. I'm 56. 20 years, I'll be 76. I'll be lucky to make it that long. Balls, yeah, awesome. Lots of palms in India. Baldeep, you got to stick around. We want to get some seed from Baldeep. We're going to send Baldeep on a palm seed expedition. So put in your orders with Baldeep, you guys, and we'll get Baldeep to hike up into the Himalayas for us and get us some hardy Trachycarpus seed. Let's just see. Palms USA. Greg, how about Libestonichens? Yes, they do grow in sheltered areas here, Greg. Matter of fact, um, at Penny Farthing Drive in Granville Island in Vancouver, they grew there for 20 years. And then they finally got removed because they were getting too big for the britches, the gardener said to the apartment block owner, the high-rise owner. And my friend planted those in 89, by the way. I have a $50 gift certificate card on Amazon. Oh, nice. Jason, you're lucky. Yeah, so Greg, if you put Livingstone, a Chinese fountain palm, in a super sheltered spot where it's kind of like enclosed outside, if it's got a bit of an overhang, they'll do well. And near the ocean, I was near the ocean, but you're in a good shape. Yeah, I hope I make it to 90. That would be good. I mean, if you make it to 90, you still want to have it upstairs. You want to have all your marbles still, right? You know, I try to live a pretty healthy lifestyle, but you know, I know guys that go running all the time and they still drop dead from a heart attack. So I try my best. I can't really do anything. You know what? We're all going to croak. There's people that won't eat meat and they won't eat this and they're fussy about this. We're all going to die. That's just the way it is. You can run 10 miles a day. You're going to be dead as a doornail, just like the next guy. It doesn't matter. I know some guys that smoke a freaking pack of cigarettes a day, and those guys will probably live to 100, right? So I just enjoy life. I only grow. Makes sense at my I'm 56 years old. So I mean, it's better to buy big palms if you can afford them. I'm not buying any more palms, though. Really, I just like to grow stuff from seed because I do sell the stuff. King coconuts from Sri Lanka. Oh yeah, the husky is a reddish. That'd be cool. Camel. Benjamin Suka's 8B. I like an A out there for sure. Speaking facts. Hey Joe, did you ever? No. I know, and I'm trying to think what's the Latin name. Is that Juania australis? Is that Juania australis? Is that what a Robinson Crusoe palm is? It's actually a pinnate species, and it's quite hardy. And I believe I did see one growing in Ireland one time. Wait, yeah, I knew a guy who lived that long, who lived to 74. Yeah, you know what? White with dreamy eyes. I had a friend that was a long distance runner. I was running in marathons. I always took care of himself. Well, guess what? He died at 69. You know what I mean? Then that sucks. He was a palm guy. He was a friend of mine. Be over here all the time, you know. And he complained of a sore lower back. He thought it was just from lifting stuff and that, but it ended up being prostate cancer. They didn't get to it in time, and that was the end of him. And he just kind of withered away. It was sad. And his wife, I see his his widow all the time. She's always playing pickleball at our park. So she gave me all of his potted stuff. She called me and says, Joe, I got to give you all of Lad's palms. And he's got lots in the garden. He's got big camera. He's the one with the Shelflera tree in his garden. And a lot of palms that I grew for him and gave him over 30 years ago. And I gave them to him in 1990. And they are big trees in his garden now. 69 is, I bet it is. You tell her, Duck Killer Clyde, to listen to Bryan Adams' Summer of 69, right? Summer of 69. I got to find that. Where is that? Gotta love Bryan Adams. Can you guys see me okay when I do that? Summer of 69. Juania australis, 69. Summer of 69. Okay, am I back? I'm back. Sorry, guys. Bryan Adams. Okay. I don't know if I can post this link on here. Here is a video link for. There's a video link right there for. Can you get that, Betty? Right there. There's a video for Betty to watch right there. And I saw him in concert many moons ago. Bryan Adams. You guys like Bryan Adams? Do you like Bryan Adams? Life, it doesn't matter how short it ended at this. Does she like that song? Wendy likes that song too. Yeah, 69. You guys weren't even thought of. You got to remember, Duck Killer Clyde and Betty are very young people. I mean, she was born in, when you said 83, so that makes her, she's going to be 38 this year, young. And you're born in 82, young dude. And the summer of 69, I was 5. Think about it. I was 5 years old. I was riding around on a mini bike in 1969. And I got pictures of me on the mini bike. Matter of fact, I'll show you something here, dudes. I'm going to show you something here. Oh, let's show you some pictures. I'll show you. I will show you. Let's see if I got a picture of me on the summer of 69. Riding around on a mini bike. Ah, okay, can you see this? I don't know if you can see that picture right there. See this kid on that mini bike right there? Can you see that? That's 1969, and I'm on a mini bike right there. And even better, here's 1965 on my dad's motorcycle right there up on the Sunshine Coast in Roberts Creek, just north of Gibson's right there. So I was alive in 69, folks. I know, I think Sandor might have been alive too. I think you were alive too. I'll show you something else here. See, when you guys were born, I was driving around in my car. There's my, I'll show you my car. There's my car I used to have. I had a 73 Nova SS. So I don't know if you know, I used to have, I like muscle cars, right? So that's another thing you probably didn't know about me. I love muscle cars. There's the front of it. The engine was built. It was 420 horsepower. And it was an awesome car, man. I miss it. I really miss it. So there's my old Nova. There's my old Nova SS right there. It was a cool car. I had that for years. I had it for over 13 years. I wish I wouldn't have sold it. Still kicking myself. If you have something and you're thinking about selling it and you don't really want to sell it, then don't sell it, because I'm still, like I say, kicking myself for selling that car. I'm glad, Betty, you like that song, The Summer of 69. It's a pretty awesome song. I saw Bryan Adams in 1985 in Vancouver, and it was a good concert, man. It was just awesome. He was actually born in 59. I grow coconut palms and royal palms and king palms and foxtails in the ground there. Joe, grow coconut palms, royal palms, king palms. They will never grow here. They would be dead the first winter, Mike. Let's just see. Gray. You know, Sandor knows. I was born in 69. Very cold winter. In Vancouver, record cold happened December 28th, 1968, and that cold lasted through January 69. I actually remember it when I was a kid. Mackenzie. Justin Bieber. He actually got famous. I've never really been into Justin Bieber, not at all. I think he got famous on YouTube, that kid, right? Justin Bieber, he's like this multi-millionaire now, right? Mackenzie likes Skillet. I know young girls love Justin Bieber, right? Joe, what was the high temp for there today? For my place here today at this location was, I think, 9 degrees. Let me just look. I wrote it down. The low temperature here was 9 degrees Celsius, and the high temperature was 9 degrees Celsius, sunny, and the low temperature was 5.1 degrees Celsius at this location. Where I was working at Rainbow Pool, I believe it was around 11 degrees or 12 degrees Celsius, somewhere around there. It was really warm where we were working. I think it was 11. Joe, can you grow coconuts? Never, never, ever, ever. Bieber is Canadian. I think he's from Ontario or something, or maybe Montreal. No, I'm not into. That's not my kind of music. Tessa, do you have any videos of Thailand elephant ear giant? No, but I've grown them before. You're talking about taro, kind of the big taro, elephant ear giant. I might, you know what? I might have videos of them from when I'm in Hawaii, because I shoot a lot of videos when I'm in the Central Pacific. So I may have videos of them from there. Mackenzie took my computer. Mackenzie took your computer. Salt Spring Island is flat as a pancake. Yes, flat as a pancake, everybody. Remember that. Salt Spring Island is flat as a pancake. So when you come here, you bring your bicycle and you can ride all over, just like Lulu Island. Nice and flat, no hills to worry about. It's so cold, I want back into the Southern Hemisphere. Not my kind of music at all. Yeah, not mine at all. My wife is related to Justin Bieber. Are you kidding? Okay, I'll tell you, that's pretty cool though. I'll tell you who Wendy's cousin is the Carter Hart, the goalie of the Philadelphia Flyers. That's her cousin's son. You know Carter Hart, Philly Flyers? That is Wendy's relative. Yeah, he's a good goalie too. Young guy. I think he's probably like 20 maybe. Not my kind of music at all. No, not mine either. I like pretty heavy music. Like I like good music, but I like really heavy. I like really heavy music too, right? I have a lot of records here. You've probably seen them. But I like, you ever heard of this Canadian band? Bought this album in, I think it was 1981, Anvil, Hard and Heavy, Canadian band. And remember Helix? But yeah, there's, I I like music if it's good music, okay, and it's got a good beat to it. I'll listen to it. But on the most part, I've always been pretty much a headbanger. I listen to pretty heavy duty music, and the heavier, the better. Like, look at this one. Remember Motley Crue? Still got the price on that one. Still in the package. Got that when it came out. Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Motley Crue. Saw those guys in concert many moons ago, and I saw them in the Coliseum as they opened up for Ozzy Osbourne. It's so cold. I want back in the southern. Let's see what I'm just reading your posts here. Salt Spring Island is like a pancake too. Pancake Salt Spring. I like rock, jazz, and blues. I like rock, some jazz, but I like blues. I really love it. Do you like Britney Spears? I've never been into Britney Spears, but you know what? She's actually probably got some pretty good tunes. So we'll say, you know what? If she's got some good stuff, it's like Lady Gaga. She's actually got some good tunes. So if they're on the radio, they're not going to be on my radio station, but if somebody was listening to them and it was a good tune, I could listen to it too. You know what I mean? I love the Moody Blues. Love the Moody Blues. Love Leonard Skinner. It was one of the guys' birthdays today. Well, they some of them died in a plane crash in 19 other albums. And Rush, and oh man, there's just so many bands out there. Yeah, Britney Spears had songs. Yeah, you guys are a lot younger than kids in here, so you're going to be listening to different type of music, right? So I'm just trying to think what we got here. Like I like Alice Cooper, and I'm just trying to think. This is my favorite band right there. Okay, for you guys who don't know, Black Sabbath. I have all of their albums. I have every Black Sabbath album. Ozzy Osbourne, saw him 3 times in concert. I saw him on this tour when he started out the Blizzard of Oz tour, when he world tour 1980-81, Blizzard of Oz. I saw that tour right there, and you know who opened up for him? Motorhead. I saw Motorhead twice. Motorhead, and I tell you something about Motorhead. Motorhead was the loudest rock band I'd ever seen in my life, man. They were so loud, and I thought I could handle it loud, and I pretty much had my ears. That's how loud they were. I actually had to rip up paper and put it in my ears. That's how loud Motorhead was, man. I'm only 4 years younger than Joe. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you are. You're only 4 years. Oh, Ray Charles is awesome, too. Love Ray Charles. I like the Stones. I saw the Stones in concert. Yeah, Britney Spears has good songs. I don't mind some of her stuff. If I'm watching TV and I was watching MTV and Britney Spears, come on, yeah, I'll listen to it if it's good music. Sanibel and Captive Island are flat. Yeah, they're flat. I think all of Florida is flat. I think the highest area in Florida is 300 feet above sea level or something too, right? I'm a little late, but I thought it's Palmy Pal is in there. Sweet Palm Pal. If Salt Spring Island tastes like anybody eat the island. Well, it's flat like a pancake, but it's a pancake. You'd probably break your teeth on all the rocks. Let's just see. Sanibel and Captive Island are nice. I'll eat Salt Spring Island. There's lots of good places to eat here. I am a headbanger, man. I am. Yeah, I've seen some pretty heavy concerts. I'll eat Salt Spring Island. Foo Fighters. Cool. I like them. Can't wait to eat some Salt Spring Island for breakfast, like a pancake. Stupid autocorrect. Do you have Canadian bacon? Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You know what? Our friend Hal at Hal's Saloon makes Canadian back bacon, and it is good bacon. So what he does, he buys a pork belly. He'll get a pork belly, and then he's got a smoker. Hal is like an avid hunter. Hal's the biggest redneck I know besides Duck Killer Clyde. I'm a redneck, but I think you guys are one notch above me. And don't get me wrong, I love rednecks because I am a redneck, right? So Hal's way up here in the redneck division. So Hal likes to wear camouflage clothing all the time. A lot of times camo clothing, camo hats. He's a hunter, avid hunter, awesome guy. And he kind of reminds me of Duck Killer Clyde because he does love to hunt. And it's very rare that you'll ever see him eat vegetables. And you got to love Hal. He's a character. If Clyde ever comes to Canada, you got to meet my buddy Hal. You'll like Hal. You guys will get along good, man. How could you? Well, how could you carry them then, Joe? How's that? Brittany, 300, Florida's highest point, 345. It's no, it's. He's just writing in fancy writing. It's got fancy print words on. Wow, how could you carry them then, Joe? What do you mean, Mike? Red. You have a white neck. A redneck. I'm a redneck. You know, it's a term, a redneck, right? Early morning, she wakes up. Knock, knock on the door. It's time for makeup, perfect smile. They are waiting for you. Joe, did you like those? Which ones did you say? I got people, Palmy Pal. I get people sending me pics so much all the time, right? So I kind of lose track of. I'm sorry, Palmy Pal. Like, you have no idea how many emails I get every day. I get a lot of emails, like Facebook stuff, and and messages, private messages, not so much on my actual regular email, but on Facebook, I get a lot of messages. So it's hard for me to keep track of what I got. But I know somebody yesterday sent me some pictures of palm trees and plants. I don't know. That was you, right? Was that you? I'm just trying to remember what it was. It was a great. It was my bog biters. Oh, Instagram. Yes. Okay. Right on. So yes, we did. We are friends on Instagram. Did you recognize the lyrics? Was that Britney Spears? Remember Avril Lavigne? Do any of you guys know who Avril Lavigne is? She was actually pretty good too. I had a good band. I saw them in concert. Betty wants to know why. She can send me a friend request on Facebook. Absolutely. Go for it, Betty. Send me a friend request on Facebook. I will accept your request. Betty wants to know why she can't. She can. She can send me. Oh, you know what it is? Maybe my friends are limited. You only allowed so many friends on Facebook, and then you can't add anymore. So I'll have to check. I'll have to nuke somebody. I'll have to get rid of somebody before she can become my friend. So you just got to see how many friends I have on Facebook. I don't really look, but you're only allowed. There's a limit, and then after that limit, you can't add any more friends. So tell Betty to look at my Facebook account, and it'll see how many friends I have. And if it's over a certain number, then they won't add any more friends. You know what I mean? So, but absolutely, if she wants to be my friend on Facebook, she can. Yeah, Avril Lavigne is good. I liked her. Samuel, Window Palms, New Jersey Palms Union, big town where I gave I gave my county. New Jersey Palms, Union County, Tennessee, not really many big towns. Date Palm was awesome, wasn't it? Well, Max Webster. Oh yeah, Max Webster's awesome. Kim Mitchell, totally love Max Webster, man. They're awesome. I bought their first album. It would have been the 1970s, Live Magnetic Air, I think it's called, and it was good. It's good. I still have it. I still have all my albums. I got them sitting here right beside me. So, and once in a blue moon, I play them. I'm just kind of like a collector, right? I collect all the junk, and then my junk collects dust. Max Webster was good. How about April Wine? Hey, Sandor, you like April Wine? I saw them in concert, and Coney Hatch, Joe, and Spotted Lantern Flies is not available at the moment, but we are interested to hear more about it when it and you will get a hold of it on the boat. Interesting. Lantern flies. What is a lantern fly? Windmill is the only trunking palm. Fahrenheit. There's 5,000. Oh, it's 5,000. Is that Jane? You are so smart. So I don't know how many friends I have on Facebook. So if I don't really look. So if I've reached 5,000, then maybe it's not letting any more come in. So Ben's going to have to look and see, or somebody's going to have to look and see how many friends I have on Facebook, because I don't actually even look to see how many friends I have on Facebook. Birmingham and Louisiana also worth a shot. California Fan Palm is I love California Fan Palm. You know what? You're smart, Dr. Salts Island. Like I said, I know a lot of people, but I don't hang out with anybody here. But I don't. I got too many things to do, and I'm just write down spotted lantern flies. Well, I can remember it's spotted lantern flies. A good thing, but to me, it's okay because I always post pictures of plants on there. That's me. It's all about plants and gardening. So I have Facebook gardening groups, and there's a lot of people in some of my groups. I think one of my group has about 9,500 now, and it makes people happy to post plants and things in there. And I think gardening people are good people. Flies bad. We don't have them here. Mark Zuckerberg is not reliable. Mark Zuckerberg's worth billions, isn't he? Yeah, sometimes I do. It does. The stream goes off once in a while. All right, Joe. I'd say, okay, Palmy pal, hope you have a great night. And it's probably getting late there. It is 6:59 p.m. I didn't anticipate to go this long, but I am. My brother and sister aren't on Facebook either. That's like me. I don't have a cell phone. Isn't that funny? It's like most everybody in this day and age has a cell phone, but I do not own an iPhone. I have my work phone, and that's it. Let's just see. There's a map that Sam showing growing zones, and it shows Tennessee almost completely zone 8, I guess. Yeah, that's cool. I probably won't be here in 30 years. So, but that's cool. It's changing. See you later. Benjamin, are you leaving? I don't have a brother, and my father. Yeah, my father's dead too, Duck Killer Clyde. I don't have a brother either. I have a sister I don't like, and my father is gone. He passed away May 2016. God rest his soul. Tessa, I found you on Instagram. I followed you. We'll have to chat more on plans. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, evening. Okay, thanks, Tessa. I'll check you out there. I got your name written down here, and I got my iPhone from work, so I'll check you out. Okay, Jane. Okay, so you know what, Jane, you're awesome. I love Jane. She's awesome. So Betty, you can hit me up as a friend on Facebook. Glitching a lot. I'm jealous, Scotty. You're going to walk on the beach. You got to love that, man. Take some good pictures. Hey, Scotty, take some pictures of Cordy lines tomorrow. In front of the surf shop, there's a really big one there. I mean, they're all over the place. And post them on. People love palm trees. I don't work for BC. Use it at home. I just hook it up to our internet here. So they're not. So there goes the connection. We have to have a phone. It's a safety thing. Otherwise, we can't go into the bush and stuff by ourselves. In case something happens, if there's an accident, we have to have a phone. What causes rust spots on Cordy lines? Probably weathering, I'm guessing. I don't know of any diseases. I don't know of any diseases on Cordy lines here. Piece of me. Nothing. I'm guessing probably more like weathering. Glitching a lot. Okay, Scotty, have a good walk on the beach, bud. Yeah, so it'd be my company, Blast Off. It's the company I work for. It's their phone. It's in my parks truck every day, but I can bring it home if I want to, but I don't usually. I can't really be bothered because I don't like talking on the phone. So I don't, if it's here, I'm just going to turn it off. It's usually my parks truck, but I brought it home tonight so I could just put some Instagram pics on it. What causes rut spots? Yeah, so it's my company. I work for the government. I'm a union guy. Okay, so I work for the government. I work for Salt Spring Island Parks and Rec. That's what I work for, and it's Capital Regional District. So it's a great company, an awesome company, and it's Victoria and Southern Gulf Islands I work for. Yeah, it's actually a palm weevil, I think. Blast Off. That's what it is. Duck Killer, I will be setting up my Davis. Oh, you got a Davis. You are lucky, you lucky bum, man. That is cool. That is awesome. Davis instruments are the best. And every morning I walk into the grocery store because I grab my lunch in there. And there's a guy there. He's a weather observer. He's got a Davis instrument. He's had the thing for 15 or 20 years. And every morning I see him, I'll say a number. I'll say like 4.9. He'll say 4. It's our minimums, right? So, but he's got a Davis instrument. It's right up onto his iPhone. So I've learned a lot. Oh, thanks, Craig. I'm glad you like the videos, and I'm glad people can learn from the videos, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you watching the channel too, Greg. And happy palm growing to you and exotic plant growing. Yeah, pineapple awesome. We have several of them, some pretty nice ones. Super Thrive fertilizer. Yes, I've used it before. Betty is an awesome gal. Well, when I go to work, Wendy's still sleeping. She's still bagging Z's. So the only thing I make in the morning to take to work is my tea. I make my tea, but today I had cabbage rolls for lunch. I went to the store and I bought 2 nice cabbage rolls, and they were just absolutely awesome. But yeah, I often go into the store and buy my lunch. I don't really make my own lunch. I should. I'd save a lot more money. So, and I know you're a trucker, aren't you, Duck Killer Clyde? You drive a big rig, don't you? I used to drive a freight line for the last company I worked for, but that was only part of the job. Blast Off likes Mexican fan palms. I love Mexican fan palms too. They're awesome. He's awesome. Betty makes coffee too. I used to do that for my ex. I used to make coffee, but Wendy, like I say, she gets up 2 hours after I leave. so I can't really make her anything in the morning. But cool. I'm gonna go for coffee tomorrow. I have my coffee on the weekend, grinding gears and drinking beers. That's right on. You got the big rig, eh? You are a trucker. Cool. You should be one of those ice road truckers. Hey, that'd be cool if you went on that show and you're an ice road trucker and then they drive across Alaska and the West Territories. Big bucks and that, man. Be cool. You could do that. Maybe the worst thing falling through the ice. So keep the wheels spinning and the beavers grinning. There you go. You know her, Clyde. You got her, big guy. Right on. Clyde with the blue wrench. Cool. I drove a Freightliner and it had a 9-speed Eaton Fuller Road Ranger in it. That's what I had. So the one you're driving's probably got a lot more gears. But anyway, it was a nice truck. It was only a 30-foot Freightliner. And I used to do the runs over to Vancouver and did those once a month to Vancouver. But every week I'd be over on the Big Island picking up, sometimes twice a week over on the Big Island picking up stuff. It was fun. I actually kind of enjoyed it. You sit back, you drive around, and you listen to the radio. There's nobody to bug you. There's nobody to bother you when you're driving that truck. And I just really enjoyed it. It was fun. It's a lot of crazy drivers out there. That's the only thing you got to watch for, right? And I'm sure you drive in all weather too, right? It's the worst when you got to drive with a full load in the snow. And you're going over the Malahat from Victoria to Duncan, and you're up in the mountains, and then it's kind of foggy, and there's snow coming down. It's the worst, man. Under the 500. Oh, no way. Oh, 18 forward gears. You drive the big rig. What do you drive? Is it a Freightliner? Western Star, Peterbilt, Mac? I want to see some trolls. Yeah, no trolls here right now. It's actually been pretty good, White with Dreamy Eyes. It is a troll-free zone. Troll-free zone. It's pretty good. So that's a lot of horsepower, Duck Killer Clyde. Wow, that is crazy. 550 horsepower. That is insane. Wow, Kentworth. Nice. Gotta love Kentworth. Kenworthington. Kenworth. Nice trucks, man. So what do you haul? Do you haul everything for people? Is that what you do? Or do you work for a certain company? Or do you haul for all different people? I'm sure you do. Yeah, you know what, White with Dreamy Eyes, it's been pretty good in here. It's been, I haven't seen any trolls in here. Just the regulars. We got Clyde in there. We had Sam in there. We have Jane in there. We have you in there. We have Packer. Okay, cool. Right on. And you work 5 days a week, or do you work weekends? You get weekends off. I used to logs. Cool. Logging truck. Right on. Packer. That's a big company, isn't it? I didn't know that. I didn't know Mule Train. Oh wow, I didn't know you hauled logs. Cool. There's a lot of logging trucks on our island too. I see them every day. Every day I see trucks loaded up with logs. Renewable resource. Gotta love logging, man. There's people here that complain about it. You know, we want to make a pathway. Our parks guys, we want to make a pathway down the side of the road. We have to cut down some trees because they're dangerous. And now the tree huggers up there preventing us. They've work has ceased because of the tree huggers. Owns Kenworth and Peterbilt. Okay, cool. We have mule palms here. Yeah, we have 2 in the garden. Wait, I'm talking to Dave. I'm talking to Clyde. Talking to Clyde in Oregon. You dump truck because the woods are all burned down. Oh man, I know you guys had those big forest fires. That was terrible, man. I'm glad you guys made it through. Sam, somebody asked me that. I'm not too sure. I honestly am not too sure what the fastest growing sable miner is. I mean, in the heat, they all seem to grow a lot faster in the deep south because where I live here in the north, they're pretty slow. Anyone heard of Earth First? No, what is Earth First? What is Earth First, Dave? I think the fastest growing palm tree is a Pigafetta. Is good with a stick. I bet is she really? Does she actually drive? Wendy can drive stick shift too. My truck is actually standard. It's a 5-speed, but her Honda CR-V is automatic. My Nova was standard. It was a Hurst. I had a Hurst shifter in it. It was awesome. I love driving standard, and I love shifting gears in the big trucks. I don't know if I could shift an 18-wheeler. I've never driven it. I've never driven a 18-gear truck. A 9-speed is the most I've ever. That's what our Freightliner was. 9-speed air assist Eaton Fuller Road Ranger. It was a powerful truck too. It was a nice truck. I liked it. So anyway, folks, I'm not going to stick around too much longer on here because I think I'm going to put on another video and go grab something to drink. Have you heard of? Yeah, what is Earth First, Dave? Give me the dirt. I need to know. Did you really? Good for you, man. Does she drive standard? No. My son drives standard. I think my son, my youngest son, his car is standard. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Oh, no, I've never heard of them. Earth First. I've never heard of those. Hopefully they're not here on Salt Spring Island. We do have a lot of tree huggers here. 7C there today. That's good. We had 9C here, Jason, and then it was around 11C where I was working. So I don't know. Yeah, are critical because their houses are made of trees. Where do they think lumber comes from? Who called you that? They spike trees and oh yeah, that's the worst, man. Your father? No way. Joe, after your post videos, do you delete? Yes, I do. I do blast off. I delete them off my camera because I need more room on my chip. See, there's my chip right there. There's my chip right there. It's still stuck in my 128. So I delete them off there so I can have more room for photos and videos. 43 here at Sam's place. I have so many camera chips full of photos. I just save them all, but I don't delete the photos, but I videos. He is 14. Yeah, it was around 11 or 12 where I was working today in Ganji. So it felt really warm today. And when I was wearing my Stanfield, and it's actually too hot. It was actually way too hot. But yeah, Wendy does the same thing. Blast off. She deletes them. Yeah, it's the worst when people spike trees like that and they go through a solar cycle. They're absolutely crazy. Doing stuff like that is insane. You know what I mean? Because they're jeopardizing someone's life. So I've seen stuff like that back in the past. It's been a while though. You know what I mean? I'm all for logging. If it's done the right way, then log. I mean, we always take down trees for firewood here. Wendy, if she had her way, she'd be cutting down a lot more trees. And every year we always get a couple more trees cut down. 35 here every day. I'd move somewhere cooler because I don't like working in that weather. It's not good. Fort today was warm enough for me to work in. It was just absolutely perfect working weather. And I was working in the shade. It was warm. But working weather for me, I like anywhere from 18 to 20 degrees Celsius, but it's always warmer than that in the summer, and I can't do anything about it. Worse than Earth Liberation Front. Oh, man, they're crazy too, eh? Gee, the polar vortex is canceled for this year. Oh, cool. Well, that's good to like that. And that's a good thing. Timber is a sustainable resource. It is, absolutely. There's tons of timber here, man. And you look around, everything around us is made out of wood, and complaining about logging. This island has been logged 2 times over. If this island was not logged, the whole place would be full of old growth. There's sporadic old growth trees on Salt Spring Island, and there's lots of stumps with springboard holes in them. I'd say something right there. These people do not get it. It drives me crazy. You know, the tree huggers, and I am not a tree hugger, man. I'll hug some exotic. I'll hug exotic trees, but man, if a tree needs to come down, it's coming down, man. I'll put my chainsaw on it. You know what I mean? And we heat our house with wood. So we burn wood too. We burn a lot of wood here. We do not turn on the electric heat at all. It's all wood heat. So I like trees. They keep me warm, man. You know what I mean? So, but you know, you're going to get people like that here. There's a lot of extremists around, and they don't like when you cut trees. So they're putting our job on halt because they don't want the trees cut down to make this pathway. Yet these are the people that want the pathway. You know, they'll use the pathway, but they don't want the trees cut down in order to make the pathway. I know you're not a tree hugger. First, then we'll log the rest of the earth first. Yeah, you got to listen to George Carlin. You're a tree cutter? Awesome. I'm a tree cutter too. Listen to George Carlin, Save the Planet. You guys, you got to listen to George Carlin, Saving the Planet. Okay? Yes, it's funny. It is so funny. I love George Carlin. He's one of my favorite comedians. You'll die. If you haven't heard Saving the Planet, go to YouTube after this live stream and watch it. And everything he says is so true, but he makes it funny. But what he says is not BS. He speaks reality. It's just like to a T, right? All these guys that want to save the planet. You know what I mean? He's saving the planet. He says, do the homework. The planet's been around about 4.5 billion years, and we've been around maybe 100,000, 200,000. I mean, how arrogant of us. We're going to be talking about saving the planet. We don't call them we call them fellers. Yeah, fallers. We call them, they're fallers here too. We call them fallers here. Tree faller. Tree feller, we call them a faller here. Tree fallers. Yeah. Or loggers or lumberjacks. Well, I think people in the deep south might call us lumberjacks up here, guys that cut trees, but fallers. And we have a lot of them here. We have hired guys that come into our park every year and cut down dangerous trees. And there's a lot of dangerous trees that have to come down. Speaking of trees, I saw your comment on one of Coast Redwood YouTube. I just learned about new redwood discoveries. Oh, cool! Redwoods piece of me. We have 3 redwoods on our property. I planted them when they were saplings. They're big trees now. We have 2 coast redwoods. We have 2 dawn redwoods, and we have 1 Sequoiadem gigantea. The hypocrisy of condemning mining. Every guy I work with feels exactly the same way. The guys I work with are old timers here on Salt Spring Island, and they think the same way. It's a lot of these new guys. They come over from the city, and they want to live this earthy hippie lifestyle. Because they can come to this island, they got to live this earthy hippie lifestyle, and then they become a tree hugger all of a sudden, right? Yet, but these are the same guys that use toilet paper, and their house is made out of wood, and where their house is standing used to be a forest before they knocked it down to make their house. You know what I'm saying? So exactly, Clyde, you're smart. Yeah, you're very smart, man. And I wish more people would think like that. Sam, then they should get naked and move to the woods. Yeah, exactly. That's right. I agree with you, man. Yeah. You're talking about generation Y 30. Yeah, that's about it. White with dreamy eyes. That's about it. Yeah, they're certainly not rednecks. A lot of these guys are, I don't know if I want to call them city yuppies or something like that. Are they yuppies? Or another word for it. There's another word for these guys. They kind of look, but they wouldn't know their first thing to do with a chainsaw or an axe. You know what I mean? Speaking of axe, I got to split wood tomorrow. I got a lot of wood I got to split tomorrow. I got a bunch of eucalyptus I got to split tomorrow. That's what I'm going to be doing. I just reminded myself. I got a bunch more big rounds I got to cut up. But you're right, Dave. White with Dream City Slickers. And I love trees. Don't get me wrong. City Slickers. I love trees. You know what I mean? But like I say, it's a renewable resource. And they replant. It makes jobs. So when they clear cut an area here, you get guys go in there and replant. So when I moved here 30 years ago, the sides of the hills on the south end were bare. They just clear cut them. Well, guess what? It's all forest again now. You can't even see where those spots are all gone. They've reforested them, and that gave people jobs. And you know what? In another 40, 50 years, they'll log all those out again and do the same thing, right? The kids of the early baby boomers. Yep. Yeah. So I'm beyond that. I'm 56. Yeah. And my dad used to cut trees too. Yeah, I'm glad I babe. Do eucalyptus lose their leaves? No. And really cold, yeah, for sure, Jason. They're evergreen here. They never lose their leaves here on Salt Spring Island. Oh, that's Joe. It's okay, Dave. I don't get offended. I do not get offended. Yeah, so they are most United States for Zone 7. 7 eucalyptus trees, maybe Debuza villi or Parvula. Oh, there goes my stream again. I guess I'm going to have to back out here soon. It looks like the stream is kind of doing funny things now. So, you know what, guys? I am going to back on out of here. Being a smart, it's all right. It's good to be a smart ass. I like you, Dave. You're a good guy. I like everybody in here. All you guys are good guys. Jason, thanks for coming into the live stream. And I hope you're learning lots about palms and other exotic plants, right? And Jason, you did get the seeds I sent you, right? I sent you those seeds, didn't I? I think that's you. I sent you the seeds. Anyway, I should roll. I should go grab something to drink. I didn't realize I was going to be in here this long. It's 7:19. It's crazy. I've got to go down and spend some time with the wife because I'm kind of neglecting her. She's watching Prison Break. She's watching Prison Break. Yes, Jason, you're the one. Yes, I sent you seeds. So good luck with the seeds. Sam, great palm tree emojis. You guys, I'm going to back on out of here. So take care. And I'm going to do, yeah, I'll do one tomorrow. Tomorrow at around noon or 1, somewhere there, I will do a stream because Dara asked if I would do a stream. He's about 8 hours ahead of us in Ireland, so I will do a stream because he likes to join in too. And it's good to have you guys in there. So Palms USA, thanks for this coming into the stream. Sam, catch you later, dude. And White with Dreamy Eyes, and Betty, and Clyde, and Mackenzie, and who else did I miss? Jane. Anybody else did I miss in there? Let's just see. Piece of Me. I'm scrolling back up so I can blast off. And that dude over in India. India, if you're still in there, I think he's long gone. And Scotty and everybody else in there. And if I missed anybody, I apologize. I will see you tomorrow. Yeah, see you, Clyde. And tell Betty to hit me up on Facebook, and I can add her as a friend. And Erie Palms, is he in there too? Good. Okay. Aloha. Take care, you guys, and stay safe out there. And I will see you, Alea Toll. That's right, Duck Killer Clyde. Alea Toll. All right, you're welcome, Palms USA. Thanks for coming into the stream this time. It's always lots of fun to have you guys in there and interact with everybody. It's just like, I look forward to these things. It's a fun time for me, right? And like I said, it's free entertainment, and you can sit at home. It's nice and safe, So, I mean, if you wanted to have a beer while you're watching the stream, or a cup of tea or whatever, a glass of Bailey's, you can do it, right? In the comfort of your own home, and we can all interact. So aloha, Sam, nice emojis, and Palms USA. And aloha to you, and aloha, and cheers to everybody else. I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow. All right? So tomorrow's Saturday. Stay classy, Salt Spring Island. Yeah, we try our best, even with a Mac jacket on. I had a root beer. Oh, I'm totally in the mood for a root beer. Palms USA, I love root beer. I love Aliatol. I like IKW root beer. Oh, man. You know what? I'm totally in the mood for one now. All right. I got to see if we have some in the fridge. I'm not really a pop drinker, but root beer once in a while I like. Catch you later, guys. Cheers to you all. It's been awesome. You guys are awesome. Catch you later.